She dances on the moon, her spirit lifts up with the tune, spreading kindness around the room. She's Katie Moonchild.
Hey everybody, good to see you. Welcome. I was waiting for the notifications to go out, and it's good to see you all. Welcome. We'll give it a few minutes to let some people come in. Happy Earth Day, everybody. You guys got any plans today? You're going to go for a hike. You're going to do something outside. If you can, if it's possible. Hi, everybody. So give it a few more minutes here. A few more minutes. It's only been a couple seconds. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Hi, who's lurking and watching? Good to see you. Sorry about the dead air space. Hey, there she is. Oh, you made it. I didn't know if you were going to make it. Vertigo. I get that on ladders. And I don't think there's any exercises that are going to help me. I think it's a fear of heights. Just, shoved back in my head. You know how good we are at stuffing things. I'm sorry she has that. Makes life no fun, let me tell you. I can't even tell you when mine started, so I can't remember a time when I didn't have it. It's like if I have to get up on my roof for something, I have to hire somebody. I can't, because once I get up there, I can't get back down. Yeah. Uh-oh, she needs to lay down then. Bless her heart. Wow. That's a bummer. Hey, that feeling of falling, I've had that a lot lately, especially when I'm wearing the boot, which, by the way, I haven't heard, I missed my doctor's appointment because my ride never showed up, right? And I've been waiting for the doctor to call me back. Well, I've waited long enough. I'm calling the doctor back. I also quit wearing the boot Wednesday last week. It's like now my foot doesn't hurt anymore. I'm pretty sure it's healed. It's been 8 weeks. That's what, long bones, big heavy bones take to heal instead of little tiny little bones like this guy, Oh, could be linked to her iron. I get ya. Oh, yeah. I used to have an uncle who, he's no longer with us. He's always my uncle, but he is no longer with us. Who had the opposite problem on an iron. He made too much iron. And yeah, it would make him do really goofy things, really strange things. He was also someone who had almost zero tolerance to pain. He broke his hip and couldn't figure out why he couldn't stand up. He fell, obviously, broke his hip, couldn't figure out why he couldn't get back up again. So he was in the kitchen. So his wife said, well, I guess better call 911. Firemen get there and they're trying to pick him up, get him to stand up. He can't stand up. They can't figure out why. He broke his hip. Can't figure out why he can't stand up. No pain. He had broken his hip. Being like that is really dangerous because you could really have something seriously wrong and not know. As someone who lives with chronic pain all the time, I look at my pain as a blessing. I pay attention to it. If I don't, I end up in trouble. Kind of interesting. Because when my chronic pain starts to be predominant in my life, I know I'm either overdoing or I'm overstressing. And usually the two go hand in hand. So, well, gee, quiet Monday morning. That's good. That's good. Around here, it's just, I've been hearing a lot of birds. It was pretty hot yesterday. It was warm enough. I actually um, spent some time outside hanging out with my hose. I even washed my hair outside. It felt so good to just sit in a chair and run the hose on my head. Felt really great. So that tells you the groundwater is starting to get warm. So that says how warm the surface ground is. Yeah, it was 94, I think, yesterday here. So, yeah. Time to set up the Japanese soaker tubs. What I'm getting to. Hey, Jorge. Good to see you. Good morning to you too, my friend. Yeah, time to get out the soaker tub. And down here in the Southwest, it's beautiful right now. If you're a sun worshiper, this is the time to be here. And it's interesting. This is the time when most of the snowbirds left on April 1st. They don't know what they're missing. April and May can be fantastic weather-wise. Can also be very hot in May. So, but they are usually here October 1st through April 1st, and then they're gone. And that's our high season. So we're in low season now. You guys want to come visit? This is the time to come. Come in April and May. Stay away from here in June. And if you want to come to see drama in action by Mother Nature, you come in July, August, and September, because that's our monsoon season. So we don't have tornadoes per se, but woo, we have some fun storms. Lots of rain. Here I am with my wings. Oh, sorry. I'm leaving this down because it gives me something to giggle about. Anyway, we're 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes in. Guess I should get the show on the road, huh? Um, I was called to just shuffle a lot. The 100 mindfulness prompt, or the 100 red lips, 100 mindful prompts today. And I just shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. And just like last week, the same card kept popping up. It was like, hello, 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 take me. So I took it. So you don't get to watch me shuffle those cards. You have a buddy in Western Texas who was also talking today about how wonderful spring is. Oh, I've got snapdragons, the blooms part this tall. The flowers on them, oh, they're easily the size of my thumb. And they're a beautiful pinky burgundy color. I have Sweet Williams, also known as dianthus. Um, and I love how they grow because they grow in this little cluster like a bouquet. And they're bright red with little white dots. And the stamens on the inside, like in most flowers, are kind of a yellow, green, or a brown. These are bright white, just like the little white spots on the flowers. Can you tell the mindfulness challenge has really kicked in? I've had a lot of things in nature and stuff to be mindful of. I'm very blessed. My winter garden is gone. What I didn't harvest or didn't bolt, pretty much, the lizards and the rabbits finished off. They even went after my chives. But I seem to remember from years past that something in this area really likes chives. So I used to have to grow my chives together with society garlic. And that always made my chives really strong. Society garlic's cool stuff because Not something that you harvest to eat. Now you harvest and eat the flowers, the pretty little purple flowers, little purple bellflower. Whoa! You put those in your salad. Talk about garlic. I love them, but I love garlic. You really, if you're going to cook, if you're going to use those to eat with, they're very strong garlic, but they're beautiful in the yard because they kind of remind me of a purple lily of the valley, and they come in the leaf is kind of, it reminds me of chives, and it comes in a variegated form or a full-on green. Yeah, it keeps the vampires away. Grow it at your door. Grow it at your door with your gold painted coins. What else? Oh, and your bagua mirror. I'm trying to think what all I have to protect me at my front door. Anyway, the prompts. Back to the prompts. I pulled them. I went ahead and took the one that Spirit kept giving us. So it's from the idea space category. And it says, we do not possess imagination enough to sense what we are missing. And that's by Jean Toomer. She's saying, be open-minded. Chances are you'll learn something new today. Take note of what is and watch your perception change. I think we had this challenge once last week. I love it. Yeah, it just mindfulness is really being thrown at me, literally thrown at me. Be mindful of everything around you. What was I making? Ah. I haven't been drinking smoothies. I've been making ice cream with them. So I'm being very mindful about what I put in there, as when you freeze it and it gets hard, can you chew it? I tried putting fresh coconut in there. No, use coconut milk or coconut cream, but don't put coconut itself in if you're going to freeze it. But yeah, just I watch things cook. I'm mindful how it was brown, this shade of brown here and this shade of brown there. I've been working in my resin. Made this the other day. I'm not really happy with it. It didn't really bloom, but it's a pretty orange. And I made this one yesterday. And I used my crushed up mirrors. I was just experimenting mainly with the diamond dust in the mirrors just to see what I could do. Now this is the crazy part. Here's the pretty side. It's underneath. That was supposed to fall through. I don't know what happened. But look at what happened with the diamond chips. I mean, the crushed mirror. Isn't that cool? Gave it a rough edge. But I was going for a smooth edge. But that's okay. I mean, look at this right here. How rough that is. So, but it was also the first time I've used my mixing machine, and I learned something. Make sure you stir the bottom, because would you guys like to put something on this tray that's heavy? This is what happens when you don't have your ratio just right, 1-to-1. Yeah, it's not sticky at all. It's just really, really bendy. It'll only be that. It just takes longer. It'll probably take 2 weeks for that to get completely hard. But it was a learning experience. And then I had leftovers. So I made these. Aren't they pretty? Isn't that pretty? And it's just a mixed up in resin and dropped onto a piece of silicone mat. And what I will use them for are centers. See, for these things. That way they don't run and spread like that one did. So, anyway, move on. Move on. Let's get this party started, girlfriend. This is to support you all, make you feel better about your day, whatever challenges that you have, and it is for entertainment purposes only, so let's laugh and have a good time. This is not Manic Monday. This is the Anti-Manic Monday show. Welcome. It looks like space on the bottom. It's really cool. The crushed mirror, I'm going to play around with some more. I didn't wash that or sort it or do anything to it. I just took it out of that big old bag by the spoonful and started playing with it. So, and my leftovers, I'm working on making another purity bunny that is not quite so pure. You all know my purity bunny from Saturday Solutions, right? This is the mold, and I've been putting my leftover resin in there. So bunny's mostly white, but we've got some of the purples and the blues, and that's the other thing that wasn't supposed to be a red. That's supposed to be brown with a purple hue. You can see the brown, but I don't see any purple in that center part. And this is mainly green. See what resin does? It changes colors. So you never know quite exactly what you're going to get. That's why it's fun. If you try, it's kind of like life. Once you start controlling things, it's not really going to work the way you want it to. But when you give up control, it's amazing what comes out of things. So there you go. We do not possess enough imagination to sense what we are missing. It blows my mind a little bit. What kind of crystal do we need to carry with us today? These cards are really hard for me to shuffle with my hand. So I shuffled them, reshuffled them, and this is the card I got. Be soft and listen. Blue topaz. Isn't that a pretty card? Those are my colors. Actually, those were the colors I was trying to bring out in that tray. Isn't that funny? Except I didn't have green. But isn't that beautiful? This could be Swiss blue topaz. This could be London blue. There's so many different colors of blue topaz. And it all has a Mohs hardness of an 8. That's 8 out of 10. 10 being the hardest. Diamonds are a 10. So topaz are pretty stout, hard stones. Get that word to work. It's the sister to the imperial topaz. Blue shares the message of abundance, but where imperial reminds you to savor the world around you, blue wants you to notice the gifts within you. We are, all of us, brimming with insight and intuitive knowing. We are far-seeing and empathic. Empathic. I'm empathetic too. It is when we allow ourselves to be and don't hurry our inner truths under self-doubt. Blue topaz turns us to open to richness of your intention, the way your dreams offer glimmers of possible futures, and your stomach knows when the situation is not quite right. Here is richness within, Topaz reminds you. You don't need a teacher or a textbook. You simply need to be soft and listen. My goodness, I'm looking at that hand. Look at the symbols in the hand. All the astrological symbols are there. And you have the all-seeing eye, your third eye, the color of the third eye. I love it. And understanding with that topaz in the palm of your hand, the power is within you. Topaz is your birthstone. Really? That's cool. That's really cool. My favorite topaz is, of course, pick it because I think it's pretty, and then I find out how much it costs. I like watermelon topaz. Oh, I'm sorry, that's watermelon tourmaline. My favorite topaz is London blue. That was the color of Lady Diana's engagement ring. That's why it's called London blue. It's a deep turquoisey, more towards a cobalt blue, but it has a teal kind of a hue to it in the sun. I love it. It's so pretty. I have several, but they're all in my faceted gems collection, and I have to go to the credit union if you want to see those. I have to get them out of the safety deposit box. Anyway, back to, but you can get just a typical blue topaz. You have a lovely gold ring with a London blue topaz. Yeah, I love it. I find blue stones I always want in a silver or white gold setting. That's kind of goes with the blue. I think it's the icy. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. But purple, I will put with either gold or silver. I don't like purple with rose gold. I'm not a big rose gold fan. Um, just because I know it's an alloy. They've added copper. Add copper to gold, and you get rose gold. Uh, I used to. I used to be a silversmith as a hobby, kind of like I do resin now. Anyway, so in my cards, our topic this morning is about harmony. I took that from my front yard. I want you to know that is my image. It was a sunset last year. Arizona and our fire skies, we're kind of famous for that. And the thing that does that is dust. So my little lesson in this is even something that will make you sneeze, irritate your eyes, make it hard for you to see, sandblast your car, can create something so magnificent and beautiful. It is all in your perception of it. And once you realize that it is your perception, not what somebody else's says, what somebody else says, it's your perception that brings you harmony. So to me, I don't look at that and go, oh, we got polluted skies. I go, wow, our polluted skies made something gorgeous. And that's where I find harmony in living in this hot, dusty area. I wouldn't have those beautiful sunsets and sunrises that Arizona is famous for if I didn't have this hot, dusty climate. There's a payoff for everything like that. Yes. The action that we need to take. Our heart chakras are plugged right now. Are you finding yourselves busy? Is your head going because you got so many things you need to do? So many things you're trying to tackle all at once. Sometimes you have control over that, and sometimes you don't have control over it. But the degree of control is up to you. And most of all, how it affects you is up to you. Stop resisting, open your heart, and go with the flow. Understand everything that's happening around you is a matter of your creation and your perception. When you open your heart to your surroundings, the people around you, the animals around you, your home, your friends, your family, uh, I always have a little story to tell to go with this, but Spirit reminds me, this is what happened to you when I taught you this lesson. Okay. It was a 420, as we know. Yesterday was 420. 420, yeah, happy 420, y'all, a day late. I was standing in line or getting ready to stand in line at the dispensary on 420, and I got there way early before they even opened because the line gets long on that day. You want to get in on the really good specials, you better get there at the very beginning. Or right after lunch. It's kind of interesting how it works. Um, so I'm standing in, getting ready to stand in line, and I'm walking to the door, and I have to take a step because they have those cement parking bumpers, to keep you from pulling too far forward. And I had to step around this one to get around to go where I could get around the fence to walk into the front door, to stand at the front door. Well, as I was stepping over the parking obstruction, let's call it that. I don't know what they're called, but it's definitely an obstruction. Hi, Linda Sandoval. As I'm stepping around that obstruction, this guy in a car pulls in and is going to park in that same space, same time. And we both jumped. He hit his brakes and I stepped back. And then I started laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. And he pulled in, I waved him on. Come on, get in here. And he pulled in and he's like, you are so, oh, most people would be so mad and you're laughing. And I'm like, hey, it's all a matter of timing. Why would I be angry? You didn't know I was planning on stepping there. Why would I get mad at you? You didn't know that I was going to do that. And I didn't know you were anywhere around. So there you go. Smile, be happy, make people giggle, make people smile and it made him happy. He wasn't looking forward to standing in line for a while either, because they were only taking people in like 4 or 5 at a time. Anyway, so our message from universe is surrender control, stop resisting, and open in your heart. That's where the healing is. And that's where love is. Our heart chakras. Man, I sure do need to print out new cards. I apologize. The universe is our other action. Like the crystallary card said, the blue topaz. You don't need a textbook. You don't need a teacher. Connect with the universe. There's your answers, because the connection between you and the universe is inside of you. It's nowhere on the outside, because only you walk the path you're on. Nobody else can know what it's like to be you, to see the world through your eyes, because nobody else has had the experiences that you've had. And every single be smile. I don't care, do you? Sorry. Oh my goodness. Melania Trump. Yeah. Anyway, I wish her love and luck, and if she's gone, she's smart. That's all I gotta say on that woman. Anyway, yeah, just trust the universe. Like the crystallary card was saying, the blue topaz card was saying, you don't need a textbook or a teacher. Your answers are in here. They're in your heart. And that's where your harmony is. When you come across a struggle or an obstruction or something that kind of slows you down in this process of life, ask the universe to give you guidance. And it's amazing. You'll get teachers and guides and all kinds of things when you do that. But if you go, well, I really like this book by so and so, I guess I'll go look at that. And you'll get complete flat response, because you go, yeah, I like that book. I like what it says. I agree with what it says, but didn't give me the answers I was looking for. You're looking on the outside for those answers. You'll never find them there. ever find them there. And you can ask 1,001 card readers to help you with it, and they can't. They can only tell you what you would be being told in the first place if you just trust the universe and ask. But the thing is, you got to be soft and listen. You can ask 1,000 times, but you got to listen for the response. And we're too busy trying to figure out what we can do in the meantime because we're in such a damned hurry in this instant use it up world. I'm pulling another action or another subject card that's perfect, that goes with the harmony card, because it goes with self-love. It goes with just love is love. If you surrender your heart, surrender the control to the universe, you will understand what that term love is love means. And yeah, you may get just an inkling of an idea of the amount of unconditional love there is out there for us. The universe loves us unconditionally. And yeah, because life loves us. Life is beautiful. Life loves us. I love this card. Next card in the bottom of the deck is, so go for it. What are your dreams? What do you want to do? You like both? I like both. I like to ask the universe to lead me to a path or answer, and it always does. Yes. And I like the intellectual because it might lead me to a path I never considered as well. There you go. It's the harmony in doing both. But it's not the point, I guess, that I was trying to make in that is that we don't need to be focused on finding our answers in a book first without asking ourselves. A lot of times we will automatically assume we don't know something before we really find out if we do, before we really look. And I think that is partly because we've been conditioned and taught not to look, that's selfish, to be focused on what you want out of life. Life is supposed to be about taking care of others and sacrificing. Yeah, life is about taking care of others and sacrificing, but not entirely. I mean, we weren't put here to be slaves. Thank you very much. We're too beautiful for that. Our energy is too amazing for that, wouldn't you say? So I want to do a happier me card. I love these cards. Happier me affirmation cards. These square cards are hard to shuffle. I have heard that from people with healthy hands. Let me tell you, when you got a limited range of motion with your fingers and stuff, they're hard. These are new cards too, so they're kind of stiff. No, they're a lot stiff. So I struggle shuffling them. There we go. You were the kid who had to experience it. And I was the one who always believed that there was always something in nothing. I was always curious about the atoms on the end of my eraser on my pencil, on my number 2 Ticonderoga pencil. How's that for a memory? I don't know where that came from. That's where it came from. Okay. Yes. Oh my goodness, absolutely. What I seek is seeking me. This is why you don't have to go out of your way to find a textbook. If there's a textbook if you're interested in a particular topic that you're wanting to learn more about so that you can express yourself that way more, or whatever reason you want to learn it, understand you don't have to push to find the appropriate textbook or teacher or course or class, because if you want it bad enough, it will come to you, because what you seek is what is seeking you. The universe is so generous that it can't wait to send your way whatever is necessary to help you in your journey. Just open your mind and your heart, the door that leads you to the infinite possibilities, and accept that you are an unlimited being. When we get caught up in worry and doubt, it's because our ego has taken over and told us we aren't good enough. We aren't worthy. Bullshit. The universe is telling us with that card, what you seek is seeking you. So if you're seeking quiet, quiet will come to you. If you're seeking a teacher in a particular topic and you're supposed to know about that topic, that teacher will be there. Or you may be told where to go to find that teacher. And it could be something simple as going for a walk in the park and stumbling across somebody else who's picking up trash today on Earth Day. And that person is a teacher. You never know. That could be a shaman doing exactly what you're doing. And he is tickled and pleased to work with you, he or she, because you're there and you care about the earth. Think about that this Earth Day. What can you do today? Oh, and I love the next card, so we're going to take it too. I'm in control of my thoughts, feelings, and choices. Earth Day. You are the creator of your life. What you think about yourself becomes your reality. Be gentle with yourself, compassionate, and trust yourself. You control your reality. Wow. So I wonder what's going on. Where is everybody today? I know Jenny messaged me and said she made it home from Fargo, North Dakota. And then she goes to New Mexico. It does. It really does. I'm in control of my thoughts, feelings, and choices. Be mindful of the language you run up here. Is it your inner voice talking to you, or is it your ego talking to you? Always ask, where is that voice coming from that I am hearing? Hey, Janet. I figured you would listen. I know you're working. Usually you're here. Good to see you. Uh, yeah. Um, the mindfulness challenge. I told you they were going to get more interesting this week, all week long. They build and build. We're almost done, you guys. Congratulations to you all. And I also wanted to announce to you that as of last Thursday, see, I was live on Wednesday night. That following morning, I made the playlist available. So all the cards are there now. All the videos are there ahead of time. I don't think that you can see the ones that haven't come up yet. I do know the YouTube just did an update and it kind of messed some people up. Yeah. I don't know how many of you, if you've got 1,000, right around 1,000 subscribers and you're not growing fast or whatever, YouTube is starting to play games with some of those people. Those people that are under 5,000. Or at least the last update did. Some of those people uh, lost. Well, one in particular, Lisa, uh, Spirit Intuitive, she got demonetized. They said she was using unoriginal. This is so funny. It cracks me up. That she was posting too much unoriginal content. All she does are live streams. What the hell? Can't get much more original than that, and they're never two live streams the same. So YouTube's up to something. And then last week, the first part of this update, they disconnected somehow from StreamYard one day and for over 2 hours, and then smack in the middle of the day, between 11 and 1, I guess YouTube decided to take lunch because you couldn't set up any new live streams and you couldn't go live with StreamYard and YouTube. They were disconnected from each other. And YouTube never said anything to us about it at all. But I got an email from StreamYard explaining what was going on. Because I was one of those people, I was trying to set this up, one of these, and the last live stream for the 31 day challenge. I was involved in it. I tried 4 times for it to post, and the funny thing is, it posted on YouTube 4 times, but it didn't post it on StreamYard. And it posted it that it was going to happen at the same time on the same day. And it didn't post all 4 of those as drafts. YouTube was lost. Lost that day. It's also been playing with people's subscribers, people's viewer counts. I think they're trying to institute a new AI system that's learning. Okay, this is a feel better show. I want a forgiveness card, please. Give me a forgiveness card. Rob Louise hates forgiveness cards. All of the changes in life that lie before me are positive ones. I am safe. The other side says, the door to my heart opens inwards. I move through forgiveness to love. I'm hearing a lot about forgiveness today. I'm hearing listen quietly and peacefully with your heart open. There it is. See what happens when you open your heart? Look at all that light that's shining through that door. That light's inside you, not out here. That's inside you. Yes, I'll take the next card too. As I change my thoughts, the world around me changes. Everyone in my life has something to teach me. We have purpose in being together. And I am so grateful that you're here with me and that we're together and we get to do this together. Oh, look at all those morning glories in that lovely, lovely bluebird. And a sunny day. I am not allowed to plant. You can't buy morning glory seeds in the state of Arizona because they will take over. They're so invasive in the sun here, they explode. And once you get them, you can't get rid of them. But it's a pretty card. I like that. As I change my thoughts, the world around me changes. Everyone in my life has something to teach me, and we have purpose in being together. There it is, right there. You don't need a textbook. You don't need a teacher. You got, they're coming at you all the time. As our paths crisscross and parallel and circle and do all this stuff together and with each other and beside each other. That's the point. That's why we're in a collective, you know? You wish you had bluebirds? I wish we had them here. We don't have them here either. It's too hot here. I think for a while, weren't they endangered? I know people were building certain types of, um, so what I'm looking for, birdhouse. Looking for types of birdhouses that appeal to bluebirds and not so much to starlings, because I think starlings were kind of taking it all over. I have a question for you guys. If I set up a poll, or not really a poll, I will find a way to pin it on YouTube. I really do want to do at least once a month a product review on a sustainable new product, something that uh, like the fabric sheet, the laundry detergent sheets. You know, people don't know whether they should trust those. Do they get your clothes clean or not? I've been using those now for almost a year and I love them. So, um, silicone bags instead of Ziploc bags, uh, that kind of thing. If you come up with what I'm getting to is if there's a product that's a sustainable product that has caught your eye that you would like me to try, within reason, if it doesn't cost thousands of dollars, like a Tesla truck, um, that you would like me to try, maybe in a comparison video, let me know. I'm really interested in discovering new products as well as sharing them. So, as our community is becoming very Earth aware on this Earth Day, what do you think of that? Does that sound like a plan? You use Earth Breeze. I have Earth Breeze and I have, what's this other one? Bear with me one moment. Wow, I peeked behind the, which one is this one? Uh, Clear Life. Clear Life. Clear Life? I'll let you figure it out. This is the other one that I use. You see how many washes you do? It does 100. This little box right here does 160 washes. Now, if you're a bigger person, I will admit, if you're a bigger person, your clothes are bigger, they're going to take, if you would normally use more laundry detergent in your wash than what the bottles recommend, that you're going to find the same with these laundry sheets, that you may have to use more than one sheet, but they disappear in the water. They don't leave any, like, they do fast dissolve and they don't leave any residue on your clothes, and they don't hurt your washing machine. A lot of the powders, they'll build up in the washer. If they don't completely dissolve, they'll build up in the filters and stuff and eventually ruin your washing machine. Hi, Queen Kaylin. Good to see you. So, yeah, you guys, I'll see what I can do. It might require a video or something to go up that you can post under, but I just for because not everybody has Instagram. Otherwise, I can set it up in there, but not everyone has Instagram. And I really do believe in this. Me, I'm the grower girl. I'm the gardener girl. Gaia and Earth Day. Um, I remember the very first Earth Day. I was so excited. I was in the 7th grade. You know, that was back during the days when we finally started to realize that, oh, maybe all this stuff spewing into the water and things are killing the fish and the frogs and stuff. Maybe that might hurt us too. I mean, the ignorance of the late 60s and early 70s. But we did what we did with what we had, right? You can only make better when you know better. So we know better now. What's your excuse? Mine? I can tell you mine. LAZY. Convenience and laziness. But I'm changing on that, and I'm finding it's simpler not to have to worry about, oh gosh, do I have enough garbage to get the garbage can out to the curb this Sunday? More often than not, no. I do it about once a month now because my carbon footprint has shrunk that much just because I don't throw away everything. I reuse the crap out of stuff. I've been watching videos on how to take tin cans and make pretty things out of them and heaters and that kind of stuff. So reuse and reuse. You know, that's what they make cans. That's what they make paint for. Paint and wire and screws and stuff. Let's see what our therapets have to tell us today. Yeah, bless y'all. Sometimes it feels like a horrible feeling will never end. It's important to hold on and wait it out because it never lasts. And I'm going to add one more thing to this. Everything always works out for the best as long as you can see what you learned from the situation. So if you're in a situation of adversity or struggle, number one, first off, that was given to you to bring you an opportunity. But if you're all caught up in the, oh my God, I'm scared. What am I going to do in this situation? How do I help? Oh, who can I call? What kind of help can I find? What do you see? Red or black? You see nothing. You hear nothing but your own panic in your head. Learn to calm that. Breathe. Step back. Give it to the universe because the universe knows what it's doing, giving you this lesson. And say, show me the opportunity for the lessons to be learned in this. And stop and ease my panic. And it works, you guys. It really works. But you have to know that everything that is given to you that seems like a struggle, an adversity, seems like it's horrible and you're never going to survive. What'd you come through? How to get here? Because believe you me, that last thing you just got through, you just made it past, that you just healed from, that last crisis in your life, was to prepare you for this one. And this one is to prepare you for what's ahead. Now you can either look at it as though, oh my God, what's ahead? This one's horrible. What's it going to be like for me in the next one? Or you can go, this one taught me how to corral my fear, shut down my doubt, and laugh at my worry. So bring it on. We can do this together, but you can never, ever do it alone. You have to reach out to the collective, to the community, to the people around you, those you trust and those you love. Because that's why they're there for you. We're all hanging out here for you. That's why we gather together. That's why we come together, is for each other. So if you're just struggling through all this stuff alone, you're cheating us out of part of our purpose because we can't help you. Fatima, good to see you, sweetheart. Blessings to you too. So yeah, you know, reaching out is as much of a blessing to those that you're reaching out to as it is you reaching out for help in the first place and how they might help you. I know myself personally, I love helping other people. So, anyway, wow, we're at 55 minutes. Let's pull a card from Spirit. You can do it from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm taking another class. For some reason, I seem to fall for the Colette Baron Reed classes, but I'm taking another course from her starting tomorrow. It's a 3-day course on spiritual business and having a spiritual business. I don't have a spiritual business, but I'm getting ready to have a spiritual art-oriented business. And so I thought sure couldn't hurt. Every class I've taken from her I have grown so much, even just in confidence and my feeling of worthiness. This is through Hay House and it's free. I'm on a tight budget, so I can't always afford to pay for courses. So I don't usually do their VIP where you get the one-on-one connection and stuff. I don't need that. If I need that, I know a lot of people here on YouTube, my co-card readers and people who teach and stuff. And I can reach to them unless Spirit, has other ideas. But what's this message? From Wisdom of the Oracle, please. Let's take this card right here. Stick it. Yeah. Oh, I love this card. Perfect card. I'm wandering or looking around like I'm lost here. Do we get the community card? It's the card of accomplishment, action, and mastery. Understand that's each and every one of us. And we all come from a diverse part of the community. But together, we thrive. That's pretty much been the message of my channel ever since I started it. Together, we thrive. Separated, divided, we fall. It's that simple. Abraham Lincoln, I think that was in the Gettysburg Address, a house divided cannot stand. It was also a teaching of Jesus, building a house on sand. So, community is also accepting those who are different than you, those that you may not agree with, and those you may have real struggles with because of differences in belief. This was the mindfulness card for yesterday. Challenge your beliefs. Listen to them. You might be surprised what you learn because in our community, we don't always have like-minded people in our community. Believe you me, there are people in communities that are harmonious and brotherly, sisterly love communities, but not everyone's personalities click. Not everyone's energies click. But that doesn't mean you can't be accepting and tolerating of their differences. And the fact that they may not be your cup of tea and you just go on about your business. Well, they go on about theirs. There'll be somebody else's cup of tea. Community is everything. We are all masters in our community as long as we get involved. And I'm looking at this really close. We've got creatures on the wing, creatures of the ground. And look at that shack, that shaggy, shanty shack. But everything is coming and flocking to it. So on this Earth Day, this card is reminding us we are all part of the greater community. That is this planet, the planet Earth. On this day, this Earth Day, you guys, honor the planet with some kind of ceremony and understand that whatever you decide to do to honor the planet today and the community, your community today, I just heard Spirit say one of the best ways that you could honor the planet and your community both is to figure out a book exchange, a canned fruit exchange, an exchange for your garden. Like me, I had a whole bunch of cilantro and stuff that I'm just letting it go to seed now because I'll use it for the coriander seeds. But I could have traded that for fresh eggs, or see how the barter works. So in a real community, that's how it works. Everyone has their specialty, and everyone has a need for everyone else's specialty. And that is not exploited. It is developed, it is grown, it is produced in harmony, and everyone shares in the abundance. It can be that way. I have dreamt of this utopia for so long that I don't know how to think. I actually had a woman from Great Britain at one time tell me, "You really think that you can change the world?" And I was like, yeah, that's a basic belief of every single American. We do believe that our one only vote counts. We do believe that we alone, by making a stand, can make all the difference that it takes. That's part of being an arrogant American. But when we're divided and we're trying to tell each other how to live, nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. What's right and what's wrong is what's right or wrong for you. And only your intuition knows that. So trust it. Trust that twang in your heart, that little sense of community. And from that point, you need to take what you need. I'm going to pull one more card and then send you all on your way today. The final message from Spirit, it's from the Take What You Need affirmation deck. Take what you need. This deck's fun. I like it because it's hot pink. And it's really weird because hot pink is not really my color. Purple is my color. Hey. Get this done. You all can get on about your business and I can go do my laundry. Please, I'm serious. I keep in mind a sustainable product that you're curious, or if you come across one that you're curious that you would like me to test. I really would love to do that. I want you guys to get a little more involved here in this channel. Okay? Speaking of community, let's keep the morning positivity going this week. Absolutely. Dolly, next week, tomorrow at 8 Pacific. She has her coffee and talk. She has that tomorrow and Thursday. There isn't anybody on Wednesday. We need somebody to do a show on Wednesday mornings. And then Friday is Sonia Rain Lee and her coffee talk. And that, I believe, is at 9:30 Pacific time. And then you'll have me. But yeah, let's keep this Monday momentum going. I love this holding each other up and keeping each other positive. And here's your card that you're getting. I love it. It's the perfect thing to send you on your way with. I love you guys so much. Don't wait for luck to find you. Go out and make your own. Well, first off, I don't believe in luck, but hey, there you go. It'll never come find me. You make your own luck. You know, you'll never win the lottery if you don't play. I love you guys. Yeah, girl, preach. You know, you can't, life is not going to come and knock on your door if you hide in your bedroom. Get out there, experience it. It's beautiful and it loves you. Wow, I just shuffled those cards again and I got it again. That's a really strong message for us today. Make your own luck. This is Earth Day. Go out there, ground yourself with Gaia. You will be so glad you did, and may you all have a wonderful week. Full moon tomorrow night. Don't forget to put your water out, any cards you need charged, any crystals you need charged, and release whatever no longer holds with you. Release that. To help you release that. Also, I don't know if you guys know, I have a playlist. I think there's six videos of grounding meditations. If you're finding yourself all manic in your brain, you can't get into a mindfulness state, pick one of those. And if you just do nothing but just listen and watch the video that goes with it, because it's some usually nature, bears playing in the water, or it's raining, and then I'm taking you on a grounding. I really suggest that you give those a try. Gosh, those were one of the first things I put on this channel a long, long time ago, so don't judge me on the quality. I've learned a little bit since then. Anyway, you guys have a terrific day. Enjoy Mother Nature, our beautiful, wonderful goddess Gaia, and what she's got for us today. Honor her in everything you do. And Dolly, give Ruben a kiss for me, please. She'll tell you about Ruben tomorrow. We'll see you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And hey, I'm going to take you out with a silly song.